Now this, my brother, this is an onion booty.
Oh, I get it. Because booty is an ass and onion makes you cry.
Yeah.
So it's onion booty. It makes a grown man cry.
Yeah.
Why? He's crying because he saw an ass?
Yeah.
Quick and dirty, but that flatness bothered me enough.
And here we go.
Just go outside! Another day! Another man to embarrass themselves! Can we make it your rule to comment on the appearance of a woman? You have to have had the touch of a woman at least once in your life? You do it for the male characters too, or nah? You're so pathetic. Lol, throwing pictures to AI and pretend you had any creativity in making it is laughable and quite sad. You've never felt the touch of a woman! They're gonna keep telling us how there's no problem with the gaming community and porn when this is how they act. Go outside, please, I'm begging you. Ella Purnell should be given legal authority to kill this guy!
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Whoa! What is going on? I mean, yeah, the post is cringe, but all the man did was add cake. And you can't even be upset at him about it, too, because it's lore accurate. Haven't you seen the female protagonist of Fallout 4? Her cake was pretty impressive. But my God, it sent Twitter into wishing death upon this man. And he didn't hurt anybody. You think Ella gives a shit? Hell no, she knows she looks damn good in that show. You do, Ella, by the way. You look fine in that show. She's confident, she knows. Twitter users, however, they're the ones who aren't confident. They see people mod big yams and big melons in their games and they lose it. Then they start resorting to accusing you of being addicted to porn. Basically the only argument they really have. I mean, I really don't know whose attention it caught, but just imagine wishing on someone because all they did was use AI to add a booty. Do you notice the preferential treatment handed out here? Nude mod for Leon, praised by publications and gamers alike. AI used to add a plump to this actress. Kill him! You can't convince me these people aren't deranged and absolute lunatics. The very concept of being pleasing to the male gaze is the end of the world for them. You don't deserve to be alive in their eyes if you do this, which is insane, and I shouldn't have to explain to you why that's crazy. And if I do, you yourself may be crazy. This type of energy can only come from a place of utter hatred. If you stand for big booties, they hate you. Plain and simple. I mean, like, the only thing you could legit be upset at this guy for is solely starting and ending with her bum. Look at all of these pearl-clutching Christians. Well, at least they're acting that way. 44,000 likes! Wishing down someone. Oh my God, wow. Just imagine him being brought forward for his execution. For the grand crime of improving the buttocks of a woman, you are hereby executed on the spot. Could you imagine the amount of mod creators we would have to dispose of in a single day? These people don't think this out. They just see a man doing something he likes, which is admire a pair of cheeks, and they want him eradicated. You cannot convince me they are in the right. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people aren't gonna like the approach I'm taking with this video, but the truth is, nobody should be losing their minds over an ass. Not to this degree. The best part is how the crowd who's upset about it has absolutely no clue as to the origins of Fallout, and it's amazing. It's so telling. Just look at this. It's canon.
Ah, yes, the default attire of Vault Dwellers is skin-tight spandex. Sure thing!
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Oh my God, you guys don't don't play the games. You have no fucking clue, do you? Yes, skin-tight spandex is the perfect description for the old vault suits and the return to format for these vault suits in Fallout 4. That's why I said it was lore accurate. I wasn't saying it as a joke. I mean, it legitimately is lore accurate. The female vault dweller, she had a cake that was covered in thin spandex, and nobody took a problem with it. I guess the reason people take a problem with it is because the image of the actress is being altered, but whoa, no. Wow, I couldn't imagine that happening. That's never happened before. Wow. I suppose you could say a lot of this energy is being built up from the amount of male gamers who don't have a problem admitting that they like booty. And so the other crowd is starting to grow very impatient. They're starting to show how they feel. And newsflash, it ends in violence. It always does for them. That's their only answer to a Photoshop. Oh my God. And you know, the best part is it comes from the same exact crowd that you know defends the uglification of women in games. It doesn't annoy them or bother them that developers intentionally make female protagonists uglier, and yet when someone who's not a developer, just a Twitter user in his free time, decides to use AI to enlarge a female's buttocks, it's all out war. Hello, guys and gals! This is what crippling addiction looks like. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, Mutahar? Why? Why Mutahar? You of all people! Oh God. He's using the exact same talking points. Insane. Oh my God, how did I not see this tweet? He's also using the porn addiction argument, just like every single other Twitter user. Unbelievable. The fact that the first thing that pops into their head is porn when they see a female ass is very telling of who they are as individuals. You are the porn addict. If the female figure makes you think of porn by default, you have a problem. The music video to WAP is closer to porn than doing this. And guess what? It's praised for it. They praise that video. And nobody's out here accusing it of being made by porn addicts. But the minute they want to change an ass just for the lulz, then it somehow correlates to porn. That's like the first thing that pops in his head. All right, Muda, what's your explanation for this one? Hello, guys and gals. Yeah, your argument starts off on its ass when AI is used to modify a real human to fit the standard. I love how this is also the part of the massive Fallout lore you want to specifically preserve so bad for some reason. LMAO. AI also missed the top of her body too, by the way. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you suck. No, it really doesn't, Muda. It really doesn't. AI is harmless compared to what people actually do to women to try and make them look beautiful, okay? Have you seen the surgeries certain women undergo for what are legitimate, unrealistic beauty standards? That's actually damaging. This is not. I expected better out of Mutahar, I really did. Well, something tells me man may have picked up a feminist girlfriend. Who knows? Maybe. You know, the best part is when I show this image to my sister and my mom and they think it actually looks better than the original. And meanwhile, quote unquote, men like Mutahar on Twitter screech at the top of their lungs. I mean, the difference between being terminally online and just being a rando seeing this for the first time is huge. I understand Mutahar has a lot of context going with it because on his timeline he sees it and it's quite prevalent. But he has no argument against it. Plain and simple, the man is screeching because he's been programmed to screech about it. As sad as that sounds to say, the moral outrage is absolutely ridiculous. Look, you don't have to find it amusing. You can find it weird. You can find it creepy, but the minute we associate it with porn addiction, the minute we're out here trying to wish death on people over it, is the minute I start following that account. Because at that point, the outrage becomes too entertaining. Christ almighty, and I thought I was too invested in the culture war, but this takes the cake, no pun intended. 6 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, this would have been considered a meme. In 2024, it's vilified and treated as the most obscene thing you could possibly do. It's proof that the internet is indeed getting softer. And a lot of your favorite content creators are adapting to that. They themselves are getting softer. For instance, maybe you should try getting a job. Oh, great. Here we go again. Kelly, the last time you talked about panties or asses, it didn't work out for you. I recommend you don't do it again. Also, YouTubers really shouldn't be the ones telling people to get jobs. And that's coming from a YouTuber himself. Sadly, Kelly took one look at Mudahar's point and said, "That's pretty good, dude. I'm gonna say the same thing." What happened? Like, how did we get here in the span of like 6 years? 6 years ago, the internet was arguing against feminists, defending the booty. A few years later, a booty is now considered porn. These are the results of giving an inch. Because as we all know, offense isn't given, it's taken. And the fact that I'm seeing Mudahar and Actman take offense is hilarious. Coming from a dude that likes decapitation videos and another man that was all about stellar yams. It's virtue signaling really is what it is, because realistically, they both view this tweet as something they must publicly disown, not something they probably actually care about, let's be real. You know what amazes me is how both are not calling out the crowd that's wanting to wish death on anyone. That's the real telling part. Now, I'm hoping some of you in the comment section and the ones watching this video are intelligent enough to realize this isn't my take on the show itself, because I know I'm gonna be flooded with comments saying, "But the show is good!" I'm like, yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. And before you say it, yes, I think Ella Purnell is absolutely cute and a perfect fit for her role, and she's done an excellent job. But I'm not going to simp and cry on her behalf of her not even knowing what's going on Twitter. Some of you are just that terminally online. So much so that you've allowed a pair of cheats to get to you. It's insane. Absolutely insane. You've become the religious right-wingers we used to mock. They think they're defending a woman, but what they're really defending is a TV show poster. That's the hilarious part. These guys, Mudahar, Actman, would not have been able to stand a few minutes of America's Next Top Model. If you think online people using AI to enlarge butts is cruel and evil, you haven't seen shit till you've seen America's Next Top Model. And the entire nation was hooked to that program. It's proof we are getting softer. There is no denying it. I've legit seen Bosch get less shit for being a degenerate deviant. This guy's God? Married? 6-year-old. Oh, great. Oh, thanks, Quarter Pounder. Thank you so much for chiming in. You're so useful. Jesus Christ. Talk about a low blow. Real low blow. And this is all stemming from a picture of a butt. Of all things out there imaginable. You know who stays winning? That Twitter user who posted the original post. The money he's making off the engagement is why he will continue to do it, and why you guys will continue to all look like a bunch of jackasses. An ass should not be this controversial. The fact that it is very telling. I have zero faith in humanity after this. Weak-minded men can no longer deal with seeing an ass. I know many of you are probably gonna defend the position of Mudahar and Actman because you like the show, and your brains don't know how to separate the two things yet. You'll figure it out, don't worry, it takes time. Just know if you like asses, your kind is gonna go extinct because the other side is pushing it as far as they can. I mean, wishing. Oh my God. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe if you so choose to. I gotta go take a shower after this one. I feel dirty even talking about it. I'll see you in the next one.
Fritanga sucks ass.